one, hidden beneath its murky waters, lies the headquarters of the most sinister villains of all time. The Legion of Doom.
What up? We already got James Abel in the chat. What up, man?
Hey, what's up, James?
This is our first official stream where we decided to take down the Omni Bros. So we're at the same time slot, and we're coming for blood.
You're the worst.
Well, Brave Boy Jordan, you want to introduce yourself?
Of course, I'm the co-founder of Tabataba. My name's Jordan. You could also find me on Bubba. That's short for Brave Boys Beyond, which we will be dropping a new video this weekend.
Yeah, and I'm Jake. I'm the sole proprietor of the Brave and the
Get
Boys.
out of here.
I sign a Form 540 on my income tax return.
Captain Underpants, I love your books.
You know, I used to like them too, and then there was too many of them, and I got overwhelmed.
That was me with Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I read all the way up to like 4 or 5, and then that was it.
Issues, volumes, trades, or omnis?
They get released as graphic novels, so it's like
What up?
one thick book. What's up, Eric?
Where's my
Everything's
absolute
great.
Captain Underpants?
That's what I need.
The art clamors for the oversize.
Shut up.
Dude, is this the first time we're doing a stream and we're both just drinking water?
Wow. Hold on, I could change that. Okay, maybe I can't change that. I thought I had one of my bubbly waters in here.
No, you're banned
Those
from bubbly waters on
That's
stream.
a throwback to when I used to drink those on stream.
When every time we'd have one viewer, you'd belch as loud as possible on the microphone, and we'd lose 2 viewers, even though only one person was watching.
And the one viewer was you monitoring the stream on your phone.
Yeah, and I left because I was upset.
Yo, what's up, Jack?
Is dehydrated monoxide? Do we need a live stream? We need to send the stream also to the Hydra Homie stream now, I guess.
What is the Hydro Homies, and how do I become part of them?
The Hydra Homies is like an elite crew of water drinking fiends on Reddit.
So they're like the water mode merchants of Fallout 1.
I don't know what that means.
Jake, you need to play Fallout, the original one. That's where it's at.
Why would I want a water merchant when I just need 10 scraps for a water purifier?
That's not how that worked in that game.
Speaking of Fallout, is that a new Fallout microphone?
It is. Hold on, I'm bring it up to the camera. It's a Pip-Boy mic. It's the same exact mic as my last one, except it's green and says Pip-Boy.
You never showed me your Pip-Boy.
That doesn't come in until November, my dude. It was a pre-order. And it's based off of the show's Pip-Boy. It's not based off of the games. I'll send it to you.
I've already lost interest.
Hell nah.
So Jordan, what have you been reading lately?
Hellboy, actually. Hold on. I hate these things. I'm sending it to you so you can see what it is. I've been reading Hellboy. I actually just reshelved volume 2 up on the secondary shelf that I have in my room, just so that I could do some book sorting. But I'm gonna pull that back out in a bit. Bam! There you go. Now you can look at what I bought.
I don't think I'm gonna click on it.
How dare you?
My local gaming shop has the original Pip-Boy.
That's sick. Hell yeah.
I think Jordan wants to buy it. There's a private chat? I'm not going to click on that private chat.
Click on it.
Dude, this was my favorite. This one, whenever we have another YouTuber on. What is this, a crossover episode?
I need to go back and rewatch BoJack Horseman. It's that dry, depressing humor that appeals to my soul.
It's dry existential humor and then cut in with animal puns.
What is this? A crossover episode? You would be Mr. Peanut Butter.
And what, you think you're BoJack?
Exactly who you'd be.
You're Todd.
That's depressing. Todd.
You're Todd to my BoJack.
No. Have you seen the ending of that show?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I stand by what I said.
Jesus Christ.
You're the underage high school horse to my BoJack. The one from Arizona.
What is that,
The
season
deer. Was she a
3?
deer?
N-
Yeah.
What was she? I think she was a horse.
You're like you're like the child actor from my old sitcom show that then grew up to be Lindsay Lohan and then dies at the observatory.
Absolutely horrendous. A fifth of Jack. That's sick. I didn't buy those because I'm not into Magic the Gathering. I would be, but I like having at least some money, and I know if I got into that hobby, I would have nothing.
Do you have any money now? So you could have
Negative
magic
student
cards in the
loan
same
amount.
amount of money.
My student loans are only 25K now. I don't know what you're talking about.
Heck yeah. As the sole proprietor of the Brave and the Boys,
We
finance
can
is something that's
meme.
always on my mind.
How do I remove you from this stream?
I'm the king.
What are we doing here, Jake? We haven't streamed in so long.
Yeah, man. Um, we're just getting out there. I was pretty bummed with the news today of Benny's passing, and it just reminded me that I should talk with my friends more, And I just think this was, I just wanted to get on, chat with you. It's not like we didn't spend the whole weekend together. I mean, we slept under the same roof most nights last week.
In adjoining beds. They were close. They
But
were.
even before that, even when you slept at my house a couple times earlier that
Oh,
week,
that's I
I
did.
remembered you slept over because I came home and the bed wasn't unmade.
What's up, Muniz? My brain
Isn't it
doesn't know how to
Muniz?
pronounce Muniz. Don't ask
See,
me to
as
pronounce words.
as the Hispanic of the channel, I knew how to pronounce it correctly. I've never heard anyone say anything whiter than what you just said.
I'm the same shade of white as you on the inside.
What does that even mean, man?
Whatever you want it to mean. So back to comic talk at least. Um, so I've been reading Hellboy. I read volume 1 of the library edition for our book club, which we had not this last weekend, but the one before, which I thought that was really fun. And if you ever want to join us, I know Fifth of Jack was there. Um, yeah, right. Uh, but if you want to join us, you can always check out our Discord, which I think Jake may have linked down below. There you go. There's something. And then I forgot how good Hellboy was, so reading it made me jump into volume 2, and I thought that was it was great for me to read comics again because it's been a while.
Is this your first time rereading Hellboy?
Mm-hmm.
How is it on the second reading as opposed to the first?
A lot deeper because you start seeing all the little things that get set up along the way,
I've
and their
always
impact
thought
later.
that despite the gorgeous art, what it really was at its core
Thanks,
was a
James.
deep, introspective character study of the titular Hellboy character.
It's about not being chained by your destiny.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what what destiny has in store for you. It matters what you make of it.
Exactly. And yes, Jack did hit on it. We do have another book club coming up soon, and that is going to be Transformers, which is the current run, which was Daniel Warren Johnson.
Which have you read that yet, Jordan?
I've read the first 3 issues because I own them as singles. But I have the trade paperback. You can't see it. I have it back there on a small stack for me to start reading.
Was it next to your jeans?
Yeah. It was close to the jeans that I had back there. Oh,
What do
you
we
can't
what do
see
we
my bat wing.
what do we think about the best layout? What if we do a cropped layout? Is that more intense? Is that more intimate?
That's too intense.
Oh, that's my preferred layout.
Get out of here. That's
Whoa, it's
your
like our
preferred
financial stake. It's like our financial stake in the channel.
layout. Bud, I'm revoking you from using my camera from now on.
Been loving the new
Hell
Transformers
no.
run, my current title run. It has all the best Daniel Warren Johnson isms. You know what I mean? Like you'll be reading it, you're like, oh, that's a classic DWJ move. That man knows how to tug on the heartstrings.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you've ever wanted to see Optimus Prime suplex a Decepticon, I mean, check it out, man. It goes hard.
What are your next collecting goals for both of you, other than absolutes, Jake? I'm going for every Star Wars Omni ever, and I'm only missing Marvel Years Volume 1 and both Darth Vaders.
Okay. What is your next collecting goal? Because I feel like we're moving to a different realm of comics nowadays.
There's a couple books that I think that I want. Um, but honestly, for me, I've just like it's like comics were kind of like an abusive religion for a little bit, and abusive relationship. Sorry, my brain's not working without caffeine, and I needed to take a little bit of a break. So I took a little break from buying comics, and now I think I have a healthier relationship. So from now on, I only want to buy books that I know I'm gonna love. So like Absolute Superman, I'm really looking forward to. Like that book I know I'm gonna love. I'm done just buying a book because it's a DC book. Like if they come out with like I don't know. It's like if there's like some obscure character in a Sandman book, doesn't mean I have to buy the book just because I like Sandman, you know? Like if
I thought Dead Boy Detective was your
oh
favorite.
my god, I'm never gonna open up that Dead Boy Detective. But my main overarching goal besides absolutes is to have as much collected in oversized Batman.
Mm, I'm
So
right there with
I'm
you.
pretty sure I'll be able to finish all modern Batman omnis this year because they're reprinting Arkham, they're reprinting Batman 66, and Superman and the Exile. So if I get those, I'll have every modern Superman and every modern Batman omni.
That would be sick. My collecting goals. I mean, there's a couple of books that I want to finish out, but like for instance, I want to finish or catch up at least on Berserk to own all 14 volumes that are currently out. I'm currently on volume 8 or 9. I would have to go double check. Besides that, I mean, I'm kind of like Jake. I mean, I was never to the point where I was just buying comics to buy comics. I know I've done that maybe once or twice, but I try to buy stuff that I like and enjoy and things that I do want to get into. Um, I think probably gonna just start sticking to some main stuff. Like I like collecting Batman, so I'm very excited to pick up the Colt that I believe is coming out later this year in a deluxe.
Oh yeah, that deluxe edition is gonna be sick.
Besides that, another one that I need to pick up relatively soon is gonna be Batman Black Mirror Deluxe Edition, which I know the
That
story
can
of
be
it
the book
already.
you buy on stream today.
I bought two books. Oh, it wasn't on stream; it was book club. I bought two books during book club, and that was what I was
Everyone
sorting my comics for.
mention down in the comments if Jordan should finally pull the trigger on because dude, those Batman deluxes go insanely fast. I knew people that waited on Under the Red Hood and it's gone.
That's
Everyone
crazy.
everyone post down below if Jordan should pull the trigger on deluxe Black Mirror. And just think, it's cheaper than an out of print absolute. You're actually saving money.
It's almost
There we
like
go.
those.
You hit it, Spooey.
Yep.
Don't deny your destiny, young Skywalker.
Destiny. What did we say earlier about Destiny?
See, just like Hellboy, your destiny is not to own
Shut up.
Batman Black Mirror. You were spawned by a weird Rasputin to never own Black Mirror, and you need to break apart.
Rah, rah, Rasputin.
Yeah.
Oh, I need Identity Crisis. That's out. I didn't even know.
How about this? A fifth of Jack. Do you like Nightwing as a character? Do you want to read? Do you like Scott Snyder Batman? Do you want to read Scott Snyder's first take on Batman, where it's Dick Grayson as the son of Batman versus the son of Gordon? It's got mystery, it's got intrigue, and if you buy it, Jordan will buy it.
What promises are you making that I haven't agreed to?
And also that King in Black omnibus, I would never, ever buy an event omni that is not in the correct order.
Where is? Oh, I found it.
I
Oh,
told you, you got to go on
dude.
Amazon and you
Both
got to switch it to
covers are
hard.
sick. I'm looking at the direct market right now.
I thought it was already sold out on the direct market.
I see an add to cart button.
Why don't you put up the images of the direct market and the non one?
Okay, hold on.
Oh, this is a good question. What books that you guys have gotten the most burned in buying? For me, it's buying Injustice 2 hardcover. An Omni is likely coming, and I only like the original Injustice series. Well, I overpaid a little bit for Final Crisis Absolute, and that came back, but that's on me. Um, I don't know if I was ever super burned. Um, I paid out of print for Justice and Justice League World's Greatest Superheroes. Those both came into print this year. But other than that, oh, Jordan got hit with
Put
Seven
seven
Soldiers of
soldiers.
Victory.
Hold on, I'm pulling this up right now. StreamYard. Jake, is my screen showing, or do you have to allow it?
Oh, yeah, I'll allow it right now. I'm glad you used our competitor IST
I tried
and
organic
not
price books
not our
already,
sponsor.
and OPB is sold out of this one, of that one. But look at both covers; they're both pretty cool. I think I'm leaning towards this one though.
I don't
The
know. I like the other one.
with James Gordon in it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stop sharing from there.
Why are you buying it?
I
Because Fifth of
am.
Jack, if you buy it, a Fifth of Jack will buy it, right? A Fifth of Jack, let us know in the comments down below if you and Jordan
You
are going to
make
be
promises
twinsies.
for things that can't be true. Okay, I feel like I'm missing out on some comments, so I'm
Wait,
gonna.
Spooey said you can still get Under the Red Hood Deluxe from Organic Price Books, and then said this one. He probably tried to send a link, but he's not a mod, so maybe it's on OPB and you just didn't look hard enough.
I did. Um, Let me see. I feel like I missed out on some comments. We talked about collecting already. Pivot Disturbing X-Men. That's cool.
I paid
What did
almost double cover for Harley Quinn Volume 3 and $10 over for 2. Dude, they need to reprint those. I have number 1 and I know it's super good, but I don't have 2 or 3.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
there we go. Okay.
Jake, I'm gonna jump back to a previous comment real quick.
Hold,
A
hold
book
on,
that
hold on. Comics are dope. Didn't name us as one of his 5 YouTubers that he was jealous of or loves or whatever. I was so excited. I waited all day to watch that video and my soul was crushed. Okay, what comment are we jumping back to?
You're so dumb. Chris's comment. He asked, "Which books have you been burned on?" Yes, I got burned on Seven Soldiers, but not that bad. I only paid, I think, 20 or 25 bucks over what cover was. The one that I got absolutely demolished on was Death Metal.
Oh yeah. He paid for it on an OPB stream, overpaid because they bid it too high, and then it was like a deal of the week on IST the next week or something.
I think I paid $90 for a damaged copy, something like that, and then
Yeah.
I think
Instead
IST
of
was
paying 55 for a new
yeah.
copy.
Yeah, I got demolished on that one.
That was his one
Whatever.
time doing an OPB stream. Those things are addictive.
They
A
are,
little
and that was my
tough.
last stream. So
Let that hate flow through you, or whatever Palpatine said.
BJ said, who said that? Yeah, BJ said that,
You know
right?
what would be even worse is if he did an updated version of the list of 5 YouTubers he liked, and he picked just you and not me specifically.
Oh,
Like just
please.
Jordan from the Brave and the Boys.
Absolutely, please.
Wait,
I don't even care if I am actually. I probably am not. But I would love to be over Jake.
so if I did that video, would I have to include you, or does it go without saying?
Oh no,
And
you gotta
and
include
not
me.
even
And it's
you
your
from the
number
Brave and the
one
Boys, but you from your secondary channel,
from blah blah blah. Brave Boys
Baby Beat, or
Beyond.
whatever it's called.
Blah
That's a
blah
good
blah.
question. If you were to do a video on 3 YouTubers, the comic book YouTubers that you love, who would you pick?
Oh my goodness. That's an on the spot kind of thing. Well, Comic Pop's probably my number one YouTube channel that I enjoy watching. Um, Probably Omar, Near Mint Condition. I would have to think on the third one. There's so many great ones
I'm
that
telling Omni Dog.
there's so many great
Uh,
ones. He was a contender. I've been watching Omni Dog for years.
I'm telling Omni Dog he's just a contender.
Jack, I did say Omar. He would be my number two. Omar is part of the reason why I wanted to do YouTube.
But Sal was the main one, right?
Sal
Who did
was
you watch first? Did you watch Sal or did you watch Comic Storian? Like what was your history with that?
uh it went comic pop first, and then well, because their channels are so related to each other, I
Rob?
started Rob was another yeah. Rob was another person that I did used to watch for a long while. Besides that, was it Valorant comics? Variant
You know, I
comics?
never watched Valorant comics.
Valorant,
When we
yeah,
did
with
the
Eric
show with
Simeone.
Sal, you and him talked a bit about Valorant, or maybe it was you and Benny who talked about Valorant, but I had never watched them.
It's super informative. That's where I got a lot of my beginning comic book knowledge from. And he still does shows out there, or still does Valorant comics. I just haven't watched it in a little while. I've actually stopped watching a lot of comic book YouTube because
Yeah.
comics kind of surround our life in creation and reading.
It is also hard too because like sometimes like you just don't like if I watch a review of something on a book, it's harder to review that book because like you don't want to accidentally take something that they said, or like if someone comes up with a great idea for a book that can inspire you and you're like, oh, it's a great idea, but you don't want to just directly copy their idea. So it is, but it's also like of it sometimes our ideas are going to overlap with each other because it is a small enough world, you know what I mean? I'm not going to get mad if anyone else does top 10 Batman books because I didn't come up with the idea of naming 10 Batman books that I like, you know?
It's yeah, the comic book community is so much smaller compared to like the gaming or tech community. You could probably, if you really tried, it could name like what 50 to 100 tech reviewers or video game players. But
Oh, comics
yeah,
are dope's comment made me sad. Yes, the absolute podcast. I mean, I don't think they could continue with just Sal and Hassan, um, or whoever else, but because like I feel like Benny was like the heart of that show. Like I love Sal, and Sal's like was like probably the best interview I've ever done. But Benny really was like I feel like the energy behind absolutely.
yeah,
Um,
definitely.
but yeah, that was crazy news, man. Like when I saw the post, I didn't because I knew him as Benny, but she when she said the announcement about what had happened, she said Ben, which makes sense, be formal. But I was like, who's Ben? I don't know a Ben, and then I realized, yeah. So
I was the same way.
that was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like these people you don't. I think it was BJ Comics Are Dope in our chat that we have said it's weird to process grief when you didn't really know the person, but you kind of had like a YouTuber you feel like you have intimate access to. You feel like you know them, and then when you do a show with them, there's always this feeling like, oh, I could do another show with them in the future. And it's crazy to think that we'll never do another show with him.
Hey, Johnny, I'm so glad you were able to stop by, say hi. Really appreciate it, even if you can't stay long.
Yo, shouts out to his podcast, which apparently our episode that I did is only the number 2 episode.
It's
So
because when we do our episode, it's gonna be the number one.
he asked me, he said he just got the Planetary for his, I think it was for his birthday. So happy birthday, by the way. He wants me to come on, and I felt like that'd be fun to have both of us and we could just yell about
Oh,
Planetary.
that'd be cool. That was supposed to be our it
Yeah,
was
we
our
did it
very
for a
first
book
book
club,
club.
and
It
then
was our first
then
one.
nobody committed to it, and we never talked about it. But
But we
not
read
that
it.
I'm inviting you onto his podcast. I think he likes doing one-on-one guests, but it'd be fun to
That would
we need to talk about Planetary someday, man. It's such a good book.
It was very good. And now I own authority, so hey, thank you.
Having us
Appreciate
both
it.
would be amazing.
But now I have not the absolute. I have the omnibus of authority. So now I can read it and get a fuller perspective within the Wildstorm universe.
Yeah, so what he's gonna do is he's gonna
I gotta
you're
go
gonna
back
read
to
you're gonna
Wild
read
Path.
you're gonna read all the way up, yeah, till the crossover on authority and then stop. and then go read all of Planetary up until the crossover and then stop. Um, but honestly, the Planetary Omnibus is such a good value.
Yeah,
And we
it
checked,
really
this
is.
was misinformation online. People thought that the Planetary Omnibus collected less than the Planetary Absolute, but it actually, in fact, collects the exact same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What about, it'd be fun? What if he has us on talking about the Walmart comics and I'm trying to pitch why Up in the Sky is the better one and you're trying to pitch why Batman Universe is better?
Oh, they're so good. Both of them are amazing.
But you like Batman Universe better, right?
I don't. They're very different stories, and they show very different perspective. Like the Batman one is more about the DC universe, whereas Superman is about the ideology of Superman. So, if I had to pick, I'd probably say Up in the Sky slightly.
I think yeah. So and then that's the problem is that like none of us can be perfect all the time. I remember there was one time we were doing solicits of like when Zero Hour came back into print and they sometimes the information comes wrong from the publisher. And like I remember like flipping through my booklet of Zero Hour to see if that was correct. Um but also we would love what if he was like, but actually I'm gonna have just Jordan on the Comics Are Dope podcast.
Yeah, please, I'll do it.
That's
You
my
know what?
favorite headcanon is that apparently BJ is just a fan of you and not.
You know what, BJ? I'll dump this podcast right now. Let's go jump on.
Oh my gosh.
That's hilarious. Batman Universe is my top five Batman Universe is top five Batman comics. Yeah, I mean it is a great, especially a modern day story that is not ridiculed off the bat. Like
I
if
like Bendis, but I was really burnt out in school one time, like when I was finishing up like calculus or whatever, and then I wanted to just relax and read some comics. And Jesus, Bendis put so many words into these picture books. Like
Jake,
it's just word bubble attached to word bubble attached. It was like a sniper was fighting Daredevil, and the sniper like narrates everything that he does. And I'm like, my God, Bendis.
Jake, move your mic closer to you. Sound crispy like me.
Is that bad? Do I have to lean? It's because I have such a
Oh,
big monitor. Is that better?
oh my goodness, you sound significantly louder to me. Like more direct and clear.
Okay. Bendis uses a lot of words. The Bendis Daredevil issue where the sniper is trying to kill Daredevil or whatever with a bomb or a gun or something, and he's narrating everything. I was just like, I skimmed it.
Mhm. That's
You
fair. I haven't
okay?
read a
There we
bunch of
go.
them.
It's like uh certain books you can finish right away, like so fast, and other books it's like you're reading that thing for 3 weeks. Like I learned that the hard way when read a ton of Brubaker and Phillips, and then I switched to 10 books of Alan Moore. And in the time it took me to read all of Reckless or all of Criminal, I still hadn't finished that one Alan Moore book.
Yeah. It's for me it's like reading, it's not as wordy as some of the Silver Age stuff, but like reading Nightfall versus reading Scott Snyder's Batman. Like Scott Snyder's, I could blast through that thing
Oh,
so quickly.
oh my God. If you don't want your co host all in the microphone coughing,
That's brutal. Bye, Jake. It was nice seeing you, my friend.
my mom's going
That-
to text me and say, stop coughing in the microphone.
That's probably one of the funniest pieces of advice your mom ever told you.
I thought you said you set it up to where it would automatically get rid of it.
It should. You should have a clip detector. You know what? You should cough louder into the mic so that the clip detection kicks in.
I grabbed two Golden Age Superman Omnis. I'm not going to finish reading either of those for 6 months each page. Okay, but it's hard when it's like the narration panel and then the dialogue panel. I feel like if you're reading it, just skip the narration panel. You don't need to. If Superman gets out of bed and goes, "Well, Lois, let's make breakfast," it doesn't need to be like Superman yawned and got out of bed and turned to Lois and said,
And it's a Superman that sleeps in separate
"Bye,
beds
have
than
a good night."
Lois. See you, dude. Jack, it's cool, my dude. I'm the same exact way. Like, my girlfriend Isabel and both her and Jake read exorbitantly faster than I do.
Yeah, I
Exuberantly.
like
Yeah.
I could read insanely fast and still comprehend a majority of it to the point where it's like Jordan's like, okay, here's the book. Can you read this before we start filming? And I'm like a couple minutes later, I'm like, okay, I'm done. And he's like, wait, did you read it?
Yeah.
But
There's been a couple of times of that. For me, if I'm reading like a book, like an actual book, um, I could read those at a moderate speed. But comics, I don't know what it is. I think the pictures distract me. Like I get so caught up in the artwork that I go, "That's sick," and then I jump back to the text.
earliest I can read is Bronze Age, Silver Age, Green Lantern. The best DC had to offer was kind of difficult for me, and Hal Jordan is my favorite character ever. Honestly, I haven't read any Green Lantern stuff other than the Jeff
Jeff
Johns
Johns.
stuff, which was phenomenal. That should be one of your collecting goals, Jordan. I know you're trying to cut it to the essentials, but like that's like the essential Green Lantern story. I feel like
That is true, and it's essentially evergreen, or it is evergreen.
I think all three are evergreen.
Cool. I'm just making sure my screen's not showing anymore, right? It's just my camera.
Oh no, yeah, I'm showing everyone your credit card information as you buy comics from our competitor.
Sick. Well, I'm paying with PayPal, so.
Um, like when we did the video on where to buy comics from, and I didn't blur out your address correctly.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
It's like perfect in focus, blurs for a second, and then unblurs and zooms in perfectly in focus.
Oh, it's all right. James has both of our addresses.
I really want to read Long Bow Hunters again because when I first started it, it was good, but it wasn't really for me. And then I read The Question, both of them, and I fell in love with it. And I love the Green Arrow stuff in Question. So he knows both. Not only does that, James also knows where my parents live, which I don't even know how that's a thing. I can read a 600-page novel in a day. Omnibus, no chance. If I do read quickly, I don't remember the story.
Yeah,
The issue is
I'm
the
the
writer
same
for
way.
number 3 Green Lantern run ever and the best John Stewart run ever is currently, ooh, yeah, rotting in prison.
That's
Deservedly. Yep. All some of every Silver Age Green Lantern story. Carol Ferris pines over going on a date with Green Lantern, subsequently complains about how. Story of my life, if I'm being honest. Jordan, you
I
look
haven't.
distracted. Come back to be present in the stream.
I'm right here. I've read like 2 texts.
You're not looking at it. Where's your showmanship?
It's time to no
Time
wait.
to go.
Unless you're gonna
No,
find
he
me,
knows.
he's sending me
He
stuff.
knows. He knows Jordan's address.
Unless you find like you're gonna send me some good stuff. Otherwise, nah, you're good. Don't worry about it.
I asked him one time, I was like, I'll send you a Brave Boys t-shirt for a Comics or Dope teacher. And he was like, it's print to order. And I said, so is mine. And then it never happened. I don't know if you think he has a Comics or Dope t-shirt.
When are you gonna give me the login for our merch shop so I can start making stuff and fixing shit?
I've given it to you numerous
I don't
times.
remember. You said it to me in person once. I'm never gonna remember that. I need
Yeah.
a hard written copy.
Hard written copy. Don't say that.
It means written on paper.
So I have to read comics. Well, I get to read comics with my wife today because they sent us Something is Killing the Children Volume 2. And she goes, I don't want to read it. Read it to me. And she makes me do the voices.
She did. That's hilarious. Comics are deeply
Oh,
dirty.
with Dupe. Who I have right over here. And then maybe Dupe can be wearing a Comics Are Dupe t-shirt.
That would be sick. Dude, I don't know why that reminded me of what the president of Vine told you when you asked him for a small speaker for your desk, like a little baby one.
Yeah. So my coworker has a miniature version of a speaker on his desk, a brand called Focal, and I've always thought it was really cool, but I really wanted one from a company called Fine Audio, which makes amazing speakers in Scotland. So I was talking to the president of Fine Audio, and I told him I was like, "Oh, like I would really love like, I'll pay for it like a mini speaker for my desk. Like, no, it doesn't have to work, doesn't play music, just like a little decoration." And he goes, "Oh, we have one." I'm like, "Really?" And then he names off the smallest speaker they sell. Like I'm supposed to buy it.
It's called the Vintage 5. It's five
Yeah, it's like a
thousand
five
dollars.
thousand dollar speaker.
Oh,
Uh,
you get two.
so the dupe life, I didn't choose it, but the dupe life chose me, Spooey. Um, they were like you could buy them at comic book shops.
Oh, oh.
I don't have a comic book shirt, but I'm down to trade for a Braveboy shirt after Heroes Con. I forgot about the exchange. Yeah, so I don't know if I told you, I'm actually not going to Heroes Con anymore, sadly, because my wife's job cut her hours in half. So had to make some cuts on buying books, had to make some cuts on flying to what's supposed to be the coolest comic book convention in America. Um, but I would love to go the following year once her hours pick back up.
But we're doing Vegas for my birthday.
I thought we were doing Hamilton.
I don't know what we're doing anymore.
If we do Vegas, I'm gonna spend the whole trip trying to get you drunk enough to get married to Isabel.
Absolutely not.
I want the
Get
Elvis
out of here.
impersonator.
To to officiate.
Jordan, you've had the milk for free too long. Buy the cow.
Out. Where is the end stream button? I gotta go.
Um, you don't want to see Hamilton? Should I return the tickets?
Did you buy the tickets?
Yeah, more or
Did you
less.
buy? Did you buy
I see. I
4
see.
tickets?
No,
Más y
just two.
menos.
Just me and you. Just what's a one-on-one? It's a boys' trip.
Oh shit. Free comic day thing. I am eventually doing con thing. Jealous of people going. I've only been to one. It's cool. But if you're into collected editions, there's not a whole bunch. If you're into singles or meeting the creators, then it's a little
How
bit.
excited was Gail Simone though to see your book though?
It was really cool. Yeah, she kind of like lit up when she saw omnibus
Because she saw
supposed
us roll up with
singles.
this like box with wheels, and she probably thought I was gonna pull out like 60 things for her to sign.
Hmm. And then we pull out 3 omnis. That was sick. Mine is on my top shelf over there. It's in line.
Next to the jeans.
The jeans are put away. Stop ridiculing me for leaving my clothes out.
What? Who else bailed? I think Bunk is going. Uh um I think aren't you going with Chris? Like Chris, you're staying at his house probably, so he didn't bail on you. That's what I want to do is meet the creator. So far, all I've met was Stegman.
Hell yeah. I mean, we met. I've only met
I want to
2.
meet I want to meet Daniel Warren Johnson. That's who I really want to meet. I think I
DWJ
saw
would be
you
sick.
chatting about it earlier. Maybe it was Chris. I would buy. I know he's gonna have Murder Falcon on the table for you to sign, but just in case, I would buy it on Amazon. When I was meeting Tom King, I bought Supergirl on Amazon, and it actually got pushed back a day. And I got there, and it was at the table, and I was able to get it signed, and then I returned it. The one from Amazon. So buy it on Amazon just in case, man. You got to get Murder Falcon signed, and I would make all the chances you could to make that happen, unless it was Chris that was asking. Then same advice for him.
DWJ would be sick. Like anything from him, I would love to get signed. In particular, I think Dead Earth because that was the book that really got me into his work.
You should drop your Dead Earth video.
You have it, don't? Oh, it's already uploaded, isn't it?
I uploaded it a week ago.
Oh fuck. Hold
Don't
on, let me see.
demonetize us. Don't. I already
Oh
pre-monetized this.
snap. Oh, you monetize the stream? That's cool. Hold on, I'm switching over to YouTube Studio right now.
Gonna drop it during the middle of our stream so everybody leaves and goes watches it, and then they can come back and we can talk about it.
Sure.
Okay, well, thank goodness Bunk like I bailed before Bunk because I was supposed to split a hotel room with him, and for like months I was like, "Hey Bunk, I'm ready to pitch in for this hotel room that we're supposed to split," and he kept going, "Oh, we'll do it later. We'll do it later. We'll do it later." And then finally, I had if I had already booked the thing, it would have like I wouldn't have been able to cancel.
Hey, question for you.
Yeah.
Why why does one version of Wonder Woman Dead Earth come out to 6 minutes 14 seconds and the other one's 5 minutes 44 seconds?
Man, I couldn't tell you, but the most recent one's the right one.
Okay.
Why are you
I'm
laughing at
wondering.
me?
I thought that was funny. You go, Jordan, let me be your editor. I love editing. And I go, sure, dude.
True. I'll literally, if any, I don't know why more people aren't down. I'll happily for free be the editor to any other YouTuber that wants it. I love editing. I don't. That's the only reason I have a YouTube channel is because I like editing.
That is true.
Um.
And I like filming, in all honesty. It's fun for me. It's almost like we have a channel together because it fulfills our creative needs.
Well, I'm the sole proprietor, so just a reminder. Shrink it
I'm
down a
not
little bit.
logged I'm not logged in. I can't change myself back.
It's okay. This stature suits you.
I'm taller than you.
Um. Yeah. For how much that book means to you, man, with the personal connection you have to that book, I would definitely get that signed because I know it. I know that's going to mean a lot to you.
That would be great.
And as far as Jess bailing, I I know it's hard for him to commit to things because his pain is like a day by day struggle. Where if he buys something 2 months in advance, he has no idea if he's going to have like a pain flare up. But I also think he has relatives coming in that day. Um, that's a good question. I still need to find my style for videos. I'm searching for that before doing anything. My other advice, man, is if you make a bunch of videos, I think you'll find your style faster than trying to find your style and then making videos that fit it. I think you like my advice to anyone is like Mr. Beast's advice, which is like make 100 videos. They don't have to be good, just make 100 videos, and you will learn more from those 100 videos than researching about YouTube or researching styles or researching editing and all that stuff for a while. Just make a bunch of things and try to have each one of them a little bit better than the previous one.
And I'm waiting for it to load.
It went live
There it
already.
goes. Yep.
Why would you drop it midstream?
Right there. Everyone, dip, get out of here. Go watch it and then come back and ridicule me for that video.
Would we get demonetized if we just present
If
your
we
video?
play it. Oh my gosh, we should.
Justice for Jordan.
Okay, in all fairness, I absolutely hate watching my own videos. And that's what always took me so long to put videos out was me having to go through and scrub through my video for like an hour.
So what made that so much easier is Premiere Pro edited their beta app and now you can do text-based video editing and that has like cut my time watching videos in half. Yo, wait. When
Hey,
you
who's
said
that?
that, Renee, I thought you meant we were gonna do a meet and greet together, me, you, and Jordan at that restaurant Heroes. Because I've been to Heroes, the restaurant with you, and I took Jordan to Heroes and he loved it. But
Oh,
if you're ever
Heroes was
down,
delicious.
if you're ever down to get some Heroes again, man, let's do it.
Let's
Um,
absolutely do it. That place was amazing.
yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Because here's the thing, man, you don't want to be a cover band. If you watch someone else and you like their style and you try to emulate their style, it'll never be your style. It'll just be, like a cover of a song. But if you make a bunch of videos, you'll find your style.
What I would probably suggest, sub Renee. What I would probably suggest is there are different categories of uh, discussion and expression. and you can search them up. So you could do like an informative, you could do storytelling, you could do sale, kind of sales, like trying to sell someone on an idea of a book, and um, and then you have more informative ones like what Jake does, which is more top 10 books or
Yeah,
list
like
oriented videos.
because you never know what's gonna work. Like some of Comics Are Dope's best videos are his educational ones.
Hmm.
So I like I I think I fell into the trap a little bit of doing too much wish fulfillment to a point where it wasn't sustainable. Like not every video needs to be me hauling 800 books, you know. But
Although those videos take forever to shoot, but they're fun videos.
yeah, people and I think that's the problem is that like people don't understand how much work would go specifically into our haul videos because it's not like it wasn't just one box of like 3 books or something. We have like 50 books on there and I have images for all 50 books. We have B-roll, we have like all that stuff. So like there really is a lot of work into it, you know.
And
But
this latest video, we brought back B-roll, and it's probably the best I've ever seen.
yeah. Did anyone watch our DC Compact Comics video? I would love to hear your thoughts on it.
Yeah, any feedback, comments, everything's always
The thing
appreciated.
about that video that bothered me is like one time we got the overhead shot perfect on Jordan's new tripod, and this time it just looked like it was at a weird angle.
I don't know what it is. I feel like there's something I need to adjust on the tripod that I did
Are you sure
once.
we shouldn't just get a separate tripod? Like I know a lot of people have like an overhead tripod.
Yeah, yeah,
I
we
mean,
just
when
need
you have
something
like
that's
I
low
mean, I'm
capacity.
yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to say you need to buy another $300 tripod, but um
Yeah. So heroes after heroes, that sounds dope.
did you pick up the
Hey,
Watchmen compact edition or which version of Watchmen did you pick up?
just name one and I'll go grab it.
Graffiti edition,
Fuck,
modern
blank,
classic,
blank off.
the modern classic
Modern,
edition.
modern classic. No, I don't have that one. I do,
Graffiti
I
edition,
do want to go. Those
single
are
issues.
I can grab. Oh, you have my single issue.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's at your house right
never
now.
getting that back,
You don't even like Watchmen. You don't even like Alan Moore.
bro. How well worn was my trade paperback?
It was worn. I think I'm gonna buy a trade paperback just to have it on standby.
Why do you need a trade and the compact edition?
Because what if someone wants to borrow the trade and the compact's too small for them to read?
Oh my god. I mean, I don't know why I'm judging you. I have the compact edition and the trade, but
Never fight me on logic. I will demolish myself. Alan Moore broke Jake. That's true.
yeah,
Uh,
man, I didn't read comics for like a month after that, dude. I
mm.
started to heal when I gifted my copy of uh From Hell to somebody else. I got that evil out of my house.
And he was very appreciative that you gifted it to him. That was nice.
He opened it up and immediately it was like a hooker getting slain and he goes, "Oh, it just gets right into it."
Hell yeah, man. I'm glad. Any copy of that book's amazing.
Yeah.
I do have a book right next to me. I think maybe it was during book club, but here's everybody's next pickup. Bang! The Ballad of the Tiger Volume 2. Go pick that up on what's Josh's thing? Greathouse.com, Great House something.
I got to get that.
You
I've
do
read
need
it
to get
all.
that.
I mean, unlike you, I've read as much as you can. There we go. Long
My
Halloween, that's my
dude.
dude.
Dude,
Um,
two
do
amazing
you
pickups.
Okay, that's my next question. If they come out with the last Halloween and they came out with a new omnibus that included the last Halloween in it, would you get it?
I don't think they'll do that. I think they'll make it
I
a
don't think they
deluxe,
will, but would you?
but probably like I
See,
would
for
really
me,
have to need some convincing to get it.
I mean, it wouldn't have. I mean, it'd be so jarring the art change.
Yeah. But I mean, if it comes out in a deluxe, which it probably would, I think I'll pick it up. I think I will.
You're not going to buy the standard size hardcover and then rebuy the deluxe edition.
I'm trying to limit my comic buying. Although I have been buying trade paperbacks a lot more actually, opposed to collect like omnibuses or deluxe
Yeah,
editions.
like your Frank Miller companion,
That
companion was a trade paperback, right?
bugger off. I got Transformers as a trade paperback. I got Batman Brave and the Bold as a hardcover. Technically, you bought that for me.
Which I don't think you ever paid for.
Take it off of my tab. Wait, I'll take it off of your tab. It feels so nice to be able to say that. Hell yeah, Superwoman of Tomorrow would be another amazing pickup.
You don't even like Tom King. You haven't read Riddler's One Bad Day.
No, I have not because of the paddling scene.
That's a paddling. Hey, if you do pick up the new Transformers trade paperback and you are in our Discord, which is linked down below, you can join our book club for it where we'll all meet up and talk about it.
That'd be cool. I think that's gonna be a pretty good turnout. But
I agree, but for me, I would buy the standard size hardcover, then I would buy the deluxe, and then if it's good enough, I would buy the absolute. And then I would do a
uh,
giveaway on the video for the absolute for the standard size hardcover.
I haven't read any Tom King. That's why I want that book. That's a great book to get into Tom King. Another amazing one, although definitely a lot darker, would be Mr. Miracle. That's another amazing piece, standalone, so you don't really have to have any knowledge besides of who the Fourth World are, and that's about it.
And you need to know what a veggie tray is.
Oh, you do need to know what a veggie tray is.
Yeah, the
Dark
book
Side
lacks
is.
context if you don't know that. God, you know what I forget? That might be my most excited absolute for the year.
Yeah, Mr. Miracle.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you when you get it. I'm not gonna be picking it up.
Why?
I'm okay with my deluxe edition.
I don't think I have the deluxe.
No, you have you have trade paperback and hardcover. Unless did
You
we do a
did.
giveaway for the trade paperback?
I think I got I shipped it out, yeah.
Yeah. Who eats veggies? Dark Side does.
Pumps on that carrot.
Dark Side is.
Okay, I told my wife I'd keep it to about an hour. Jordan, where can they find you?
You could find me here on Tabataba, the Brave and the Boys, or you could find me over on Bubba, which is Brave Boys Beyond. I just dropped a new video, so go and check it out. It is probably one of my favorite comics that I've ever read, and I should have expressed that more in the video. But hey, bigger, I can't be perfect every single time.
And if you're buying 1 or 3 books, you can save $2 on organic price books with the code Braveboys. But what if you're buying 4 or more books? Then you could save 5% with code Braveboyssit when they pee. Wait, oh, sip it
Mhm.
together. Ship it to SIT.
Buddy, you're
And
struggling without caffeine.
and I'm Jake from the Brave and the Boys. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok. I've been coming more of a frequent guest on the Omni Bros stream on Wednesdays. So that's been fun. I might do that more often. And you can also find us both on the Upscale Audio YouTube channel, which is not comic related,
Are
but
we plugging that now?
we do have another YouTube channel called Upscale Audio where we do reviews on really high end audio equipment. So we weirdly somehow accidentally became professional YouTubers. Like it's my job now.
Yeah, like we're legitimately when I come back to work on Wednesday, we're sitting down, listening to some speakers, and recording a video immediately after. So weird.
They picked Wednesday, so we have the morning meeting and then we have to go straight to filming.
That's true. Cool, guys. Well, we really appreciate you all coming here, and we hope to see you soon. Keep reading.
and stay brave.
See ya.